Guys, welcome back to another football fan video. Before we get started, please subscribe if you do like NFL content around any NFL team, but mostly around the Rams. And before we get started, I just want to say there's no bias about the Rams. I am a Rams fan, but I'm going to be putting as much support to both teams in this video. So, we know that the LA Rams and LA Chargers have been a great game to watch since they have moved to LA. It's almost become like a divisional rivalry, but they aren't even in the same division just because they're going to be sharing the same stadium and they both are in LA, and it's just been an amazing matchup throughout the years. But we are answering the question, who is better this year? I'm just going to break down which team I think is better just by lining up some of their key players, like Aaron Donald, two-time Defensive Player of the Year in a row, seems to dominate each game for the LA Rams, while the LA Chargers have Joey Bosa, who just seems to be also a game wrecker. I don't think personally that he's as good as Aaron Donald, but he still can take over a game. And their quarterback situation is somewhat good, but at the same time we don't really know that well because Tyrod Taylor was a backup position, while Jared Goff last year struggled after having 2 great years going to the Super Bowl. But my main opinion is the offensive line. That was the main struggle for him, and if he has a better offensive line, he does great. And speaking of offensive line, the Los Angeles Chargers had a 29 ranked offensive line, while the Rams had a 31st ranked offensive line. Those are both horrible offensive lines, which with any quarterback would be struggling with that. But they both made great additions in the offseason and just in the regular season by getting 2 stud cornerbacks like Chris Harris Jr. and Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey didn't get to know the Rams scheme very well, but he gets to know it with new defensive coordinators, and I think he's just going to dominate a whole lot better this year than he did last year because he'll know the scheme. But the question still remains, who's better, because these teams are very similar in their weaknesses and their strengths, but there's something a little bit different about these teams as well. And I'm going to get to that in a moment, but comment below which team you think is better first, and then I'm going to explain to you which team I believe is better. Now, since these players are very similar, there is a couple different things that are different about them. The coaches, for sure. There's Anthony Lynn, who's been in the league a lot longer than Sean McVay, so he definitely has more experience than Sean McVay has right now. But I think Sean McVay is an amazing coach because I don't think he's going to let last year just slip by. I think he's going to be trying to come up with a better game plan for his team right now. I think that's what separates him. He's not like Bill Belichick where he just can't stand to lose. Every coach doesn't like to lose, but I think that he is great at building game plans specifically for his team. And last year, Jared Goff just didn't have the offensive line, or there was no Todd Gurley really to provide for them because of his leg injury. So I think Sean McVay will be a little bit better in that situation, as he's just going to drop a better game plan for this year and the Rams. And I just think that it's going to be a little bit better than the Chargers. I think the Chargers just need a little bit more experience as they head into a year without Phillip Rivers for the first time in a long time. And I think just in the end, the Rams will be just a bit better. Maybe with a year of experience for the Chargers, they'll be better than the Rams. But I don't think that Sean McVay is going to let last year playoff being missed slip out of his hands. And I think the Rams are going to be a better team. So have a great day, everybody. Comment down below which team to do next, and have a great day.